Hello gamers, my name is KK and today we are completing the Elite Lych as usual, and this week is mid difficulty. It's not that hard, but it has a few challenges in the early game. Pretty much just like the previous week with the balloon areas. So we begin as usual, Free Dirt Monkey into Benjamin into Tech Shooter. I tested a few ways of farming in the early game for this map, and the one I'm using in this video is the best. Also remember, what I'm showing you is the masterclass, so I almost make no mistakes here, like in this 98% optimized strategy, so pretty much perfect. You don't have to repeat it like perfectly as I do, you just have to match at least 80% and you will be able to complete this map no problem. In the early game we will be leaking, remember this, we will be leaking and quite a lot, so if you have mana shield and road spikes it would be convenient, if not it's just fine because Ben restores the lives and we will recover the lives with the marketplaces. Alright, also guys, smash like and subscribe, because why the fuck not? We're making amazing guys every week. Alright, so Tech Shooter 000 Dirt Monkey. How do you play early game? You wanna use Ben's ability and you wanna time it very precisely. I use it many times in the early game, I would say 5, and each time you see the round overwhelms you or there is a lot of balloons, use it. Tech Shooter is, in my opinion, the best way to play the early game in both balloons, so I placed him, and this map has decent Tech Shooter spot. Not amazing, but decent. And why is it worse than Candy Falls, for example? It's worse just because the balloons overlap over each other quite a lot. But it's whatever. Round 17, ideally you wanna use the level 3, but it's okay if you leak it, because I told you, we will have our lives recovered anyways. Now, the sweet spot that you're aiming for is the 4 farms 2-2-0 before round 19. So you get this. Next step is the mage, so we are for the wizard, and repeat the spots that I'm using in this guide. These spots are very important. The wizard is gonna be 0-1-0. I was thinking about maybe getting one more 2-0-0, but I ended up getting only 0-0-0 farm into the wizard. Okay, no, it's 1-0-0, but it's whatever. You will still need the wall of fire for round 22. So try to greet as much as possible, but don't die, because this is stretching it quite a lot, and you saw this. We don't want to die, but if you have like 20 lives by the end of this, it is still just fine. So make sure you are not dead. Now, the next milestone that we must hit is gonna be the amount of farms by round 30. By round 30, if you are good, you wanna hit 10 to 11 farms. If you are mid, like I would say the least amount of farms that you can have is 8. But you will struggle a bit more. So I highly encourage you to try to get up to 10. And 11 is like mastery level. Now you get the farms, and now it's time for you to start upgrading the marketplaces. Since this map has water and it has a lot of water, you will be able to abuse the boat selling mechanics. For those who are not familiar with it, 004 boat allows you to sell all the towers in range for 15% more. Since the selling value of towers in BTD6 is 80%, you're pretty much selling your towers for 95% of the value, which is mind-boggling and it's amazing. That's why we always wanna buy these kind of boats. And in the jargon, we call them the money boats. So I will get money boat, but first I got 6 marketplaces and I have 5 200s. Okay, you wanna be aiming for these 6, maybe 7 marketplaces, but be careful, do not overgreed. On round 38 you start saving up for the merchantman and then the money boat tier 4. Repeat the placements I have. Alright, with this boat, all the farms in range will sell for more. As I told you, also the marketplaces themselves sell for more because of their nature. So you're pretty much getting the full value from these farms. and they made some money on top of it for you. Tier 1 Lych is gonna be very easy. You buy 205 Tech Zone, 420 Brittle, and 420 Village. Tier 4 Village is important, not Tier 3, because it gives you more pierce and range, and this is what we will need in this run. If you are struggling, make sure that you quit the game and then re-enter so that you can stop the rounds and set up everything correctly. If you set up everything like I did, you will not struggle on this one. And just in case you messed up somewhere and you cannot figure out what is happening, buy one sticky bomb. So you can sell a few more farms and buy one sticky bomb to ensure that everything is Gucci. But on this map, you generally don't need it. Next step, we are creating the opolis. Well, we are trying to create the opolis because we are not gonna make it until tier 2, but as you can see to the top left corner, I'm creating the 7 farm opolis. In this map, since we did not have that much farming, like I would say, we have mid, maybe like 7, 8 out of 10 farming on this map, because it's just not the map that allows you for the very solid farming. And it's not like Skates, for example. So, here we try to set up everything quickly and reliably. Great. I buy Money Boat because we will be selling a few farms as well, and you gotta have the Dirtling Gunner in range of your Money Boat, but on top of this stone pillars, or whatever you wanna call it, ruins. Now, I afforded the med. Just in case, if your boat range doesn't reach the med that you placed, you can place the village with the boat range, which will increase the already big range of the boat. So just small life hack that works always. And if you are still not in range, you can buy 400 Alchemist, which will in turn increase the range temporarily even more. These are just the things that you can do to ensure that the expensive towers you want to sell are in range. Alright, so this is very basic, nothing difficult in the tier 2. Tier 1 was very simple. The difficulty was just in the trying to get the perfect farming. Alright, now I place one more 204 village with the main village in range, and we are creating the opolis with the 7 farms. If you cannot fit 7, go for 6, it's just fine. Now, I save up for the Banana Central. It's tier 5 top path farm, and I don't upgrade anything before that. I also sell the Money Boat when we can afford the Banana Central, and I buy the Overclock. The way you do this is the advanced farming technique, which is making you the most money you can imagine. You overclock your Banana Central over and over again. You don't sell it, it's whatever. Even while Lych is active on the map, you will still overclock it, because the Liches until tier 5, they don't have Omni range. They can debuff the towers only in the 100 range, I think. So, just to simplify, it's the same range as the True Sun God has with the ranged upgrade. So, big range, but nothing too insane. Alright, so as you can see, the remainder was me placing a lot of towers and preparing for the Dart Paragon, because Dart Paragon is what will kill the tier 3 for us. I place 2 Money Boats because we will be selling farms, but as long as you afford the farms before round 78, it's worth it, because generally speaking, farms take 2 rounds to pay for themselves, and everything that's gonna be past this, it's just the extra profit for you. So I placed all the tier 5s of the Dark Monkey, and ideally you want to place 2 Crossbow Masters because with the Monkey Knowledge, because it will give you much easier start. You don't want to sell too much, but sell just enough so that you can afford 350k Dart Paragon. Alright, Dart Paragon solos, you don't need to add anything, you don't need to add ice, you don't need to do anything for this guy. Next step is very micro intensive, so don't speed up the game here and listen up. You gotta fill all the fucking map with the Money Boats, and it's gonna be a lot. I would say there is 60 to 70 spots of these money boats, and it's not gonna be pretty. Although I was hoping for the higher results, I still got the insanely OP Paragon degree 71. Basically, if you get 20 of these boats, it's gonna be the similar result, but you're gonna be more precise. However, if you spam the boats, it's whatever. What I mean is, when you have more than 20 boats, their income per boat decreases, but your overall income still increases. Also, the good thing is that with this amount of money boats, I had more money than almost like the record that I have ever had in my life. So we got like 3.5 million extra after buying all the Paragons. Also, don't die to the DDTs. You wanna get all the tier 5s of the boats with the MAB village. Yep. I was able to place everything by round 90. If you can place everything by round 95, you will be good. You also want to place a few money villages. So it's 204 villages in range of these boats, because the villages will add plus 20%, I think, or 15 or 20% to the profits. So it's very useful. Our goal is to have as much money generated by boats specifically as possible. The way we achieve this is by having the trade empire and 10 marketplaces on the land. It's very important. For the tier 4, I sold the previous Dart Paragon, and now I'm creating the better version. It's still gonna be a Paragon, funny name. Paragon is the Paragons below degree 40. So we're gonna create Dart Paragon, and it's gonna be 20 to 40. If you are very lucky, like I was in this run, it will be degree 40. The way you achieve this is you place all the tier 5s and you place as many tier 4s as you can. Luckily, in this map, you have a lot of tiny spots for the Dart Monkeys. Alright, now we buy the Paragon, which turned out to be degree 40. For the tier 4, you will need all the debuffing, and it might seem to you a bit close, but it's just fine. So, the way you do this is you buy the Ice Tower. Ideally, you wanna move the Ice Tower, because this will make the thing much easier, but I didn't do this. I also got the Legend of the Night to prevent the DDTs from leaking, because even though Dart Paragon is strong, he is not strong against the chained DDTs, which have like 5x the XP of regular ones. Now, we still have 500k on the Lych, and what will happen, KK? Nothing much. You just keep playing as usual. Remember, you must kill all the skulls before this guy goes out of range of the Dart Paragon, but you don't have to murder him completely. The way you achieve this is like just try to dish out as much DPS as you can, and then your ricochet from the bouncing Jugger balls will kill the Lych anyways, because the Dart Paragon is killing the rounds from the game. Now you're setting up everything for the Ninja Paragon and the Boomer Paragon. Both Dart and Boomer Paragon will be on top of the ship. Now, if you are afraid that you might die, if you don't have like the perfect execution, buy the boat Paragon to the left. So not in the one, the pond I have him, because this is like the speedrun pond. Buy the boat Paragon in the pond where I have my Super Monkey now. I also decided to place the Vengeful True Sun God, because I can, pretty much. We had way too much money, and I placed all the tier 5s that can attack quickly in range of the Support Temple and the Vengeful True Sun God, which effectively halves the price of these guys. But ideally, like if we are talking like meta and optimized stuff, all you want to do is like have the Sun God as well as the Support Temple and spam as many Carpet of Spikes as you can. So it's 2-4-0. Just use the abilities and you win. Yep, as simple as that. Alright guys, press like or dislike depending on what you think about this video. If you have questions, ask them in the comments. Me or my subs will answer you. Subscribe, hit the bell, and see you in the next one.